When asked about fighting a Filipino, he laughed. Not nervously, confidently. He called it an easy fight. Cameras caught the smirk, the shrug, the certainty. What he didn't realize was that this moment would follow him long after the fight ended. That clip spread fast. Fans replayed it again and again. Some laughed with him. Others felt insulted. But many wondered one thing. Would he still be laughing once the bell rang? The Filipino fighter saw the clip too. He didn't respond. No interviews. No posts. No anger. Instead, he showed up at the gym earlier than usual, quietly preparing while the internet made noise. People mistake silence for weakness all the time, especially when it comes to Filipinos. Calm gets misread as fear, humility as lack of confidence, but those assumptions rarely survive real pressure. As fight night approached, analysts made their picks. Most didn't even hesitate. The Filipinos' name barely came up. The mocking clip played again, reinforcing the idea that this fight was already decided. But inside the Filipinos' camp, the mood was different. No panic. No excuses. Every insult sharpened his focus. He wasn't training to silence critics. He was training for something far more dangerous, execution. Fight night arrived, and the arena made its choice clear. Cheers leaned heavily one way. When the Filipino walked out, boos cut through the noise. He didn't react. He never looked up. Across the ring, his opponent looked relaxed. Loose shoulders. Confident bounce. This was supposed to be easy. Everyone felt it. Everyone except a quiet fighter standing directly in front of him. The bell rang. Immediately, something felt off. The Filipino didn't retreat. He stepped forward. Calm. Controlled. The opponent hesitated for the first time. Realizing this wasn't the fighter he expected. The first clean strike landed. Sharp. Accurate. The crowd reacted instantly. The opponent smiled, but it was forced now. He tried to respond aggressively, but the Filipino stayed composed. By the second round, the rhythm had changed completely. The Filipino controlled the pace, cut angles, and refused to be pushed back. The man who laughed earlier now looked cautious. The commentary shifted too. Jokes stopped. Analysts began talking about discipline and preparation. The Filipino's name was finally being said, with respect. Then came the moment everyone felt before they saw it. A perfectly timed counter landed clean. Heavy. The opponent stumbled, not down, but shaken enough to reveal doubt. The Filipino didn't rush. He didn't chase chaos. Years of discipline kept him steady. This wasn't luck. This wasn't emotion. This was control. The crowd sensed it immediately. Cheers shifted. Energy changed. The fighter once ignored now commanded the ring. Respect followed performance, just as it always does. As the rounds passed, fatigue told the story. The man who mocked struggled to keep his hands up. His confidence faded with every exchange. The Filipino kept pressing. Calm. Relentless. Focused. No wasted movement. By now, the outcome felt inevitable, even to those who once laughed. When the final bell rang, there was no debate. One fighter raised his arm slowly. The other stared at the canvas. The arena erupted, not from hype, but realization. As the decision was announced, the mocking clip resurfaced on screens. But this time, it felt different. The laughter was gone. In the interview, the winner stayed humble. He thanked his coaches, his family, his country. No insults. No revenge. Just quiet pride. Then the opponent spoke. His tone had changed. The smirk was gone. He admitted underestimating the Filipino. Side-by-side clips told the story better than words ever could. For Filipinos watching worldwide, the win felt personal. Because it mirrored real life, being underestimated at work, in school, and on foreign ground. This wasn't just a sports story. It was a reminder that discipline beats noise, and preparation outlasts arrogance every time. Social media exploded. Clips went viral. Comments flooded in. One sentence repeated everywhere. Never underestimate a Filipino. Back home, the fighter returned quietly. No parade. No speeches. Just gratitude. Young athletes watched and understood the message instantly. The opponent moved on, but the lesson followed him. Confidence without respect is fragile. Preparation always shows up eventually. Stories like this don't end in the ring. They repeat in offices, classrooms, and communities, wherever someone is judged too quickly. Underestimating Filipinos has always been easy. Understanding them takes effort. Those who skip that step usually learn the hard way. This fight didn't create resilience. It revealed it, quietly built long before the spotlight arrived. So the next time someone laughs or dismisses too quickly, remember this moment. Because history keeps proving one truth. When Filipinos are underestimated, the outcome rarely favors the one doing the laughing. Before you go, let me ask you something. Do you think he truly underestimated the Filipino fighter? Or did he just learn the hard way what discipline really looks like? Tell me in the comments. I want to read your thoughts. And if you've ever been underestimated in your life, at work, in school, or anywhere else, tap like so this story reaches more people who need to hear it.